Hi there. Previously in the other videos we discussed the marketing mix of the 4Ps of FruitCube, which was product, place, promotion and price. We're now going to be looking at the extended 3Ps, which are people, physical evidence and process. And so the group got back together and we discussed the extended Ps, so let's watch the video. So obviously now we've got to look at the extended 3Ps for our product, FruitCube, and the first one's people. So the kind of things that we need to kind of think under people, first of all, the culture. So we've, the culture is Scottish. It's a Scottish brand, and for example, we can think about the actual product design. We can have tartan on the packaging. It could be red, or it can do the blue and white, so the typical kind of Scottish themed colours. We can have some sort of a slogan on the bottle that's it's kind of punchy, Scottish as well. We've got to think about our employees. Training and skills. We've got to make sure our staff and our trainees are trained to do the job properly, that they're able to sell our product for us when we're not around. Staff recruitment plays a huge part, so we need to make sure we're recruiting the right staff. Is that correct? Yeah. So obviously we talked about
management as well. If we didn't have decent managing, then you can do training as well.
So if you're talking about the culture, you're talking about who you're having within the company. If it's a Scottish brand, then you want some Scottish employees working within it, because obviously they know the culture of Scottish and
strive forward and make the product flourish. And obviously we just said management, so we're going to have one head office and
one head office to start with, because it's a new product. So again, you want to be trying to think about your cost. The budget's going to be quite small, so
keep the cost low.
Keep the cost low,
and that will tie in with customer services, because we want to think about somewhere where the customers can contact us. We might want to think about call centre, or customers can call us for general inquiries, bulk orders, complaints, for example. And that can either be, they can contact us through email, social media channels, and post.
Well, you could probably keep your offices based in one place.
One
that way
region.
That way you've got your all your kind of main staff, your HR staff, your marketing staff, and all that kind of stuff in the same office, and then you've got your call centre staff in that same office as well. And everybody's learning from each other. And again, it keeps your costs low.
And it should be a bit further, down from the city, because it would be cheaper. The down cost, even Renfrewshire or Lanarkshire.
Like in a region. Obviously for employees, we're going to try and keep the cost down, so maybe start off by recruiting 40 to 50 people. That will cover the management team, that will cover the customer services team, that will cover kind of distributors or drivers that we need, that are going to be distributing in vans to different areas. And obviously we need to think about what kind of employment packages are we're going to offer them, what pay and rewards and benefits, pension schemes. So
recruitment, your training as well. Obviously that needs to be on the ball, because you want to make sure you're getting the right staff to promote your product.
Why do people want to work with us? What can we offer?
It has to be clear as well about their careers, that they can improve
your progression,
and progress to management positions.
I think the other one we kind of briefly spoke about was a third-party marketing, bringing in an agency to do our promotional work. So that might be an option at a later stage.
So outsourcing.
There's a lot of other companies that do that, so that's one thing as an option for us as well. So number of consumers, obviously population of Scotland is kicking at nearly 6 million roughly, approximately. So our target would probably try and be a quarter of it or half of it. you know, based on the kind of research and development that we've done, we're only going to be the fruit Scottish based drink, so
yeah,
it's worth a shot.
Plus what you've got on your side as well just now is the obesity epidemic that we're having just now, so it's the government are really pushing healthy foods and healthy drinks, so you're at an advantage just now to try and promote it and get some good coverage on it.
Because you might get additional funding for that as well.
Yeah, so that's a bonus and that will work in our favour. Shall we move on to our physical evidence?
Yes.
So obviously, like, the physical evidence is so it's about what you can offer your customer, try before you buy kind of thing, and that kind of ties back in with the other kind of market mixes that we talked about when it came, I think it was under the promotion category. So it's like when we said we were going to offer some free samples on the streets, so students or people who pass by on busy streets of Glasgow can try them, and you know, that's taste before buy. Customer services obviously plays a huge part. That also ties back in with people, so we want to give them a good, maybe, I don't know, online experience through website or direct mailing, social media channels, so that ties in with people again.
People are your key, definitely.
And obviously we've already kind of looked at the branding of our FruitCube, and we want to make sure that our logo design is quite distinctive, so people know, like, they look at bars and they go, bars Iron Brew, so we want to have a kind of logo that's quite distinctive, colourful, stands out. I mean, look at the Apple, you know, sign, that you just see the wee apple and you know straight away that's one of their electronic products, so we want to kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, definitely right about starting to try before you buy and giving out the samples and allowing people to actually try the product, and it's all about brand recognition. If people try a product, they enjoy it, and then that brand is recognised, and it's word of mouth as well, so that
leads to brand loyalty eventually.
Exactly.
Yep. Another thing that we were kind of looking at was maybe the packaging for our product. You know, and obviously we kind of thought of a kind of funky cube shaped, similar design to like kind of the Volvic bottle, but not as rounded as a Volvic bottle.
I think if you've got your smaller size, your 330ml, if you actually have it in a cube, an actual cube, a 4x4 cube.
That might be very interesting, especially for kids.
And if you have like the drinking part right at the very end of the cube or in the corner to make it just look a wee bit more.
And I have done some like research on, you know, other kind of fruit juices, and there's no other product that sells in that type of packaging, so that's an advantage for us.
Definitely.
And you know, obviously when you think about materials and the cost of materials, is it going to be plastic? Is it going to be, you know, aluminium?
I think probably if you're looking at keeping it as
and how to stand it, because it would have to stand like on the table or like on the shelf.
Well, it'll have a square base as well, so it'll be flat. So
plastic, stick to plastic
or cardboard.
Cardboard.
Could be flat bottom, and then the sides and the top would be like cube shape.
So that's something obviously we're going to be looking at in the, you know, the branding side of things, so we'll look at that later. Obviously this links back to people. We obviously need to know our fruit juice inside out, so product knowledge is absolutely essential. And obviously we want to make sure our staff are fully trained. And you know, they've got the experience from start to finish of what the product's about, where it, you know, where it starts and where it ends. And then looking lastly, which is process. It's all about being easy to do business with, so it's more high contact to your product and more intangible. The more important it is to get processes right. So it was looking at that from the customer's point of view. Determines the capability of the product to supply the demand of the consumers. So we want to look at our manufacturing process. You know, yet again, we've got to think about keeping our costs down. Where are we going to manufacture our product? So for FruitCube,
I think it's quite important to make sure that because it is a Scottish brand, that it's manufactured in Scotland. And we use local businesses to help us do that.
And even our, you know, we're talking about our fruits, they have to be
processed in Scotland?
Processed in Scotland, or if we are thinking about using other countries to help us make sure we're going through the fair trade options and making sure that we're doing absolutely everything right, and kind of helping with the carbon footprints as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fruits would still be natural and would not be any pesticides.
Yeah. You want to try and keep your market as big as possible, so putting that in is definitely beneficial, because it's all in the training just now, isn't it? So
So obviously research development plays a huge part in the process. Obviously we've obviously carried that out before we even thought of the product and the brand, the design. So we're going to design it. It's got to be business led, IT supported, so we're fully, the technology is there for us to use. Distribution channel is another main one. So obviously we're going to be distributing it, if it's a Scottish based drink, start off by Scotland, rolling it out in England, London, and then nationally.
Then maybe Europe, and then
Europe,
worldwide.
and then worldwide. So step at a time. And that's obviously going to take time. It could be years.
You need to build the brand up as well. You need to be in a good financial position to make sure that it does grow. But again, that all comes down to everything that's done beforehand.
So the process part is all about focusing on the customer and
building offices everywhere.
Yeah. And so these are the the extended piece of marketing.